Hello, boys and girls. Are you ready to learn more about seeds? Ms. Melanie sure is, and I'm going to teach you something very interesting about seeds. Well, can you all say seeds with me? Seeds. Let's spell seeds again. S-E-E-D-S. And what we're going to talk about seeds today is how do seeds travel? Plants may not be able to move from place to place unless we pick them up and move it, but seeds are able to travel. And we're going to talk about the different ways they can travel. That's what Ms. Melanie is going to teach you today. So, one way seeds can travel are seeds have wings. Seeds with wings? Well, let's first say wings. Wings. W-I-N-G-S. Wings. What are some seeds with wings? Well, look here how the seeds are floating away from the plant. Do you remember what type of seed that is? Yes, it's a dandelion seeds. Now, dandelion seeds are very interesting, and here is a close-up one. Some seeds have parachutes. See, it looks like a parachute. Or wings. There's some seeds with wings, like a glider. The wings and parachutes slow them down as they fall from the plant. Then the seeds are carried away. The dandelion seeds are a great example. And I'm going to show you. You see how the seeds are floating away from the plant? You see? Here is the plant, the flower, and the seeds are floating away. So that's one way seeds can travel. Another way will be hitchhikers. Can you say hitchhikers with me? Hitchhikers. H-I-T-C-H-H-I-K-E-R-S. Now, have you ever gotten home from a field trip and found your socks covered with sticky or prickly seeds? Look at this picture. These are hitchhikers. These seeds are now in a new place because you carried them. Sometimes animal fur and feathers are also good places to stick to and catch a ride. So some seeds do stick to the animals and birds, and they wind up going wherever the animals and birds go, and then those seeds will be planted somewhere else. And usually daisy seeds can stick to you. So those are hitchhiker seeds. Another one is float. Can you say float with me? Float. F-L-O-A-T. Have you ever seen seeds floating in water? Going with the flow. The seeds of some plants that live in the water or close to it can float. A good example is the coconut. Here's the coconut. A coconut falls from its plant onto the beach. When the tide comes up or there's a swell, the ocean picks up the floating seed. Ocean currents then take the seed to another beach where it can grow into a coconut palm tree. So the coconut, that is a seed that could float. And the last way that seeds can travel is some seeds need a little help from animals. A-N-I-M-A-L-S. Can you say animals? Good. So one animal that you should know about is, you remember learning about the squirrel in the fall time? Remember how the squirrel gathers nuts for the winter and they dig holes and put their nuts inside the holes, and then winter comes and the snow covers where they put their acorns and nuts, and the squirrel does not remember at all where his nuts or his acorns were, and then what grows from it after winter? Spring comes, and then a little sprout starts growing, and then soon a big tree will grow. So sometimes animals help move the seeds around as well. So you see, that are the different ways seeds can travel. And I want to read you a fun book about a dandelion seed called The Dandelion Seed. And it's a book about how a dandelion seed flies in the air from one place to another place. It's one of my favorite stories. Are you ready to learn it? We're learning from a story, right? Good. So when Ms. Melanie reads a book or a story, we are learning at the same time. So let's see the dandelion seed. It was autumn in the garden. All the flowers had died and dropped their seeds. So that's what usually happens in the autumn. So sometimes people gather the seeds, and sometimes seeds might float away when the wind comes. Only one seed was left, a little dandelion seed. See, here's the parachute. Who was afraid to let go? Oh no, the dandelion seed was too afraid to let go, didn't want to leave. But the winter wind began to blow. The stronger the wind blew, the tighter the seed hung on until it felt the wind blowing right through it. Oh no. And what happened to the dandelion seed? Yes, you're right. It got loose from the flower and it floated, flying away. Then the seed left the garden behind. It became part of the wind and was carried away. Oh. The world was bigger than the seed ever imagined. So it's flying in the sky. It was also more frightening. Seed's never seen a car before or buildings. More lonely. It's alone in the sky. Wonder where the seed is going to go. And more beautiful. Wow, do you know where this is? Good job. Yes, a beach. Flying by a beach. The more the seed soared, the smaller it felt. So it's so high up into the sky, everything looks so small. Even the seed looks small because the world is a big place. It wondered where it belonged. What animal is that? Good, yes, a cow. The seed landed when the snow began to fall. It listened in silence as peace covered it like a blanket. So that happens a lot. When a seed finally falls, it goes into the ground, which is the soil. Remember, seed needs soil, and it stays there and kind of hibernates in the winter. While the whole world has snow on it, it stays underground in the soil and waits to grow. And you see, it's under all that snow. And it just kept snowing. It's winter there. Finally, spring came. Sunshine warmed the air and the soil, and the little seed began to grow tiny leaves and roots. Remember? So, spring came, the sun shining, which is the warmth, and the snow melting is the water it needed, and then it had the air around it, and the little seed, what was growing? The roots, and then the leaves started to grow out of the ground, and there it's going to become a new plant. Its leaves spread wide to gather sunlight, and that's what the plant does. It grows wide to get the sunlight, to give it food. Its roots reach deep to drink fresh rain. So the roots go into the ground and it drinks all the water to give the plant and flower life. We're going to learn more about that next week. Soon the seed flowered into the bright, delicate dandelion it was meant to be. See the beautiful dandelion? The seed became a dandelion flower. It shared its green leaves with deer and rabbits because they like to eat green leaves. So it was sharing, which is share, share, that's fair. It gave sweet nectar to bees and butterflies because the butterflies like to drink the nectar and bees like to take nectar and pollen to make honey. So it's helping the bees and the butterflies in the spring. Then, almost overnight, the life that began as one little dandelion seed ripened into many. They each became part of the wind and were carried away. So then it happens all over again. When the dandelion flower gets ready, all of its petals become seeds like this in the fall time. And then the wind, or you could pick one up and blow on it, will blow the seed. The wind or you will blow the seed away and it will fly and travel to another place. All except one. Oh, it's happening again. All except one. Don't be afraid, whispered the dandelion. The wind and the sun and the rain will take care of you. Let go and you will see. So the dandelion is telling the little seed here, don't be afraid. I was afraid, and the wind took care of me, and the sun took care of me, and the rain, and I became a new flower. You will see. See the little boy blowing on the dandelion seed to go and become a new dandelion? The end. That was a nice book. So, we learned that seeds do travel. They travel in different ways, right? Some travel with wings, like a dandelion could travel because it has wings and it could fly. Some travel by being hitchhikers, so they connect to your shoes or your socks or to fur or feathers of the animals. Some seeds can float like a coconut seed can float in the water and go somewhere new and become a new plant. Or animals may forget where they buried their nuts, like a squirrel. So I hope you enjoyed learning about how seeds travel, and one of my favorite books to read about seeds, The Dandelion Seed. See you soon. Bye.